Welcome to Lorraine's Pilates Shorts. Today's session is an intermediate session with no equipment necessary. So we're going to start off coming all the way over onto your hands and knees to do a little bit of a warm-up. So I want you to take your arms directly underneath your shoulders, and I want you to take your knees directly underneath your hips. The first thing I want you to do is to make sure your upper back is nice and wide and your head is lifted and aligned with your spine. And as you inhale, let those ribs swing out wide. As you exhale, just make a gentle little connection, navel to spine. And again, breathing in, deep and wide, breathing out. Just making that little connection so you're drawing your navel up towards your spine. Let's do it again. Breathe in. But this time as you breathe out, I want you to let your head release down. I want you to tuck under through the pelvis. I want you to push your spine all the way up towards the ceiling. I want you to hold it there to breathe in. And then breathing out to return it back to the middle. And then a little bit beyond, as we try to add a little bit of extension as well, pushing your bottom towards the ceiling and lifting up through from your breastbone. Hold it there to breathe in. And breathing out, dropping the head, tucking under through the pelvis, warming up through that back. Again, holding it there to breathe deep and wide. And again, breathing out, back to the centre, and a little bit more beyond into that extension. Make sure you're drawing still up through the centre. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Releasing the head, tucking under and press your spine up. But this time hold it there. Breathe in, breathe out. Gently drop your tailbone down towards your heels. Walk your fingertips a bit further forward. Just bring your breastbone a little closer down to the mat and just give yourself a good stretch through. Hold it there again to breathe in and out. Good, and then all I want you to do is to come back up onto your hands and your knees, but this time walk forward and come all the way down onto your tummy. And once you get down there, we're going to take those legs in a soft V position. You're taking your arms also in a soft V position. Your shoulder blades are sliding down your back, and your head is floating just fractionally away from the floor. You can feel your pubic bone pressing lightly down into the mat, and of course that nice connection through your centre as we go into opposite arm and leg swimming. So we're going to breathe out to stretch away in opposition and breathe out to release. On the other side, breathing out to reach and breathing in to release. Out breath to reach, in breath to lower. Out breath to reach. And next time if you can, doubles, both arms, both legs. Float away. And release back down. And remember, you can always make the exercises a little bit easier. Stick to the first version of anything we do. We don't have to add any of the extras if you don't want to. Because we've got one more thing that we're going to add on to this swimming. So this time, we float the arms and the legs up as we exhale. As you inhale, hold it there, but draw your legs together. Heels, inner thighs, then take them wide, and then release it down. So we float, squeeze the legs together, take them wide, and release it down. And again, we lift, squeeze, open, and release. Just two more of these. Lift, squeeze, open. The whole time drawing your belly button away from the mat as you squeeze and open and gently release it down. Bring the hands again under your shoulders, all the way back up and over onto your heels as you get that lovely stretch through. Good, and once you've had that little breath, you're going to walk the hands in towards your knees. We're going to be swinging the legs under, and we're going to go into a few little roll-ups. So remember, we start off sitting up nice and tall on those sitting bones. You can have your knees bent, you can have your legs lengthened, but either way, you've got to be able to make sure you start sitting up tall on those sitting bones. Bring your arms forward, slide your shoulder blades down your back, and let's breathe in to prepare. And as you breathe out, little tuck under, slow roll down. One bone after the next. The arms stay out in front of your shoulders, which means they'll lift to the ceiling, and then you can stretch them back to get a full body stretch. Inhale as your arms lift, your head lifts, exhale as you slowly come all the way back up again into that nice tall seated position. Let's do it like that again. Breathing in. Breathing out, tucking under, slowly coming down. One bone after the next. Make sure you're pulling down with your belly button towards your spine. Arms are lifting, head lifting. And again, we peel all the way up tall. I'm going to change direction slightly because we've got to change to the exercise. So now we're going to be tucking under and we're coming halfway down on that out breath. I want you to hold it there to breathe in. And as you breathe out, we're going to gently twist to one side. We bring it back to the middle and we twist to the other side. Bring it back to the middle. Let's go all the way down. Reaching the arms up and back. Arms lift as you breathe in. Head lifts. Out breath again as we come all the way back up. Nice and tall. Let's repeat that again. So we breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck under it. You've got to keep that lovely round position through your lower back. So there's no stress on your back. Hold it there to breathe in. As you breathe out, you twist. So you notice I'm not leaning, I'm just twisting through that spine. Bring it back to the middle. And again, we twist. And bring it back to the middle. Let's come all the way down. And stretch it back. Arms lift, head lifts, and again, we peel all the way up. Okay, here comes the next change. So now again, we breathe in. So we breathe out, we come down. Still on the out breath, halfway, you add your little twist. But you're continuing down, still on that out breath. But this time you should feel how the work is just on the outside edge of your spine. You can then sweep your arms all the way back. They lift to the ceiling, you lift your head. And as you exhale, you come all the way back up again. Nice and tall. Let's try that on the other side. So we breathe in. So it's going to be a long out breath. We come halfway down, but we twist, not lean, just twist. We continue down, so we're just on the outside edge of your spine as you come down through the middle, and we sweep the arms back, float them back up, change to your out breath, to again come all the way up, nice and tall. So we're breathing out. All the way down. Breathing in as your arms and your head lifts. Breathing out again to bring yourself up tall onto your sitting bones. And again, out breath to tuck under, to twist, and then continue down. Sweeping those arms all the way around. In breath to lift the arms, to lift the head. Out breath to continue to come all the way up again, nice and tall. Breathing in and breathing out, tucking halfway down with your little twist and with that slow, gentle release all the way down, sweeping the arms around, lifting, and again coming all the way back up. One more left to go, tucking under, twisting, slowly coming down as we sweep the arms around, lift, and slowly come all the way back up again, nice and tall. And on this final one, I just want you to come all the way down onto the mat. Once you get down there, I just want you to draw those legs in, bent position, with the knees, your feet, your knees, and your hips all in alignment. Your upper back is nice and wide and heavy and sinking down into the floor as we go straight into shoulder bridge. So as we exhale, we tilt back through the pelvis and you let your spine melt down into the floor and then slowly start to peel up through from the hip bones. I want you to come all the way up to the bottom of your shoulder blades. Remember, when you get there, you don't breathe into your belly, you breathe under your arms, into your back, and then coming back down again on the out breath, lengthening through, ready to go again. So we're breathing in, breathing out, tilting, peeling, rolling, all the way up into your bridge. This time as you inhale, we float those arms to the ceiling. They stay there as you release back down. Lengthening through, back into neutral, and again, release them back down by your side. We're going to do that twice more. So we're just going to tilt and peel and roll. So we're really working and stretching through that spine. Arms float, coming back down. On that next breath, before again you float the arms back down. One more left to go. Tilting, peeling, rolling. All the way up. Floating the arms. We're coming back down through your spine. I want you to leave your arms where they are, reaching gently to the ceiling. So once you've got back down and into your neutral, I want you to turn your palms to face forward. And remember that upper back is wide, it's heavy, the neck is long. And as we exhale, both arms slowly start to stretch back. Reaching as far as you can comfortably take them. And then they're going to float back up to the ceiling again as you breathe in. So as you breathe out, we're going to reach those arms back, stretching from your shoulder to your fingertips. Remember, we don't want to be lifting the hips or the rib cage away from the floor. The ribs stay down, the hips stay in neutral. Good, we're going to do that one more time. So it's all about the stillness through the rest of the body as we just gently stretch through the shoulder and through the arm. But of course, that's only part of the exercise. And once we brought the arms back up, I would like you to peel one foot away from the floor to bring it into a one-leg 100. I would like you to then bring the other leg up into a two-leg 100. The legs are slightly apart. And we're going to go into our dead bug. So remember, we're going to try and keep that rib-hip connection. These 2 points don't move away from each other as we go through the movement. So as we exhale, both arms go back and one leg goes forward. So we're stretching away on the out breath, drawing it back to the middle on the in-breath. Other side, reaching it away on the out-breath, drawing it back to the centre on the in-breath. So we're going to press and centre. And press. And remember, what's important here is that we don't let that pelvis move, and we certainly don't allow that pelvis to tilt forwards. That's good. And you can stick to this if you like, otherwise a little bit extra. So now we're going to press away on the out breath, but as you breathe in, keep the leg long and reach both the leg and the arms to the ceiling. And then press away and draw it back in. So on the other side, we reach, we lift, and we lengthen, and we draw it back in. And we reach. Again, keeping that rib-hip connection. So we're never moving that pelvis, we're never flaring those ribs and lift. But it gets better because we're also going to add a little curl up. So we reach as we lift the leg, we curl up and stretch to your ankle and lengthen back to the centre. And again we reach, lift, stretch it up there, lengthen away, draw it in. Let's do it again. Reach, lift, stretch to the ankle, bring it down. Draw it in, and reach, lift, press away, draw it in. and centre. Reach and squeeze it up there. Lengthen. 4 more to go. Breathing out. Lift a little higher. Press and centre. And reach and again squeeze right up to the ankle each and every time. Last 2 to go. Reach. Squeeze. Lengthen. So give a lovely stretch through that leg as well. Press it away and lift. And lengthen. Draw it back to the middle. Bring the knees in towards you. Hug them in. And just give your back a little bit of a stretch. Lovely, good. Once you've brought those feet back down one after the other, we're going to do a little bit of work for your bottom. So I want you to roll yourselves over onto your side. Remember, you can always have a little cushion, a pillow underneath your head if you prefer, or you can have a bent or straight arm, whatever is comfortable. We've got a nice long line going through your spine, which means that your waist should not be pushing into the floor and getting that spine to be rounded. So push that top hip away from you. Keep everything working around your middle. We're going to go into clams. So we've got the knees, the feet and the hips all in a nice little triangle position. And your top hand can just rest very, very lightly on the floor in front of you. All right, let's do our basic clam to begin with. So as we exhale, we're going to press that top knee up and release it down. And we press and release. Press and release. Squeeze. So remember, there's no movement through that pelvis. The pelvis stays stacked up, one hip on top of the other. That's good. Twice more. Lift and lift. Next time we lift the whole leg up. So we're going to float the foot and the knee and release. Squeeze it up and release. We're still keeping that nice long line through the spine, remember? And we lift. And we're just going to do 2 more of these this time. We're going to lift. And on this second one, we hold it there. We bring the hip very slightly forward. We bring the knee down and we lift the foot slightly. So now it's easy to bring that knee right down onto the floor in front of the other knee, flex the foot and push that heel slightly forward and up. So we bring the knee down and press. Down and press. So make sure that leg stays slightly in front of your body. Don't try and take it right out to the side in line with your hip. It's slightly in front. But the higher you can get it, the harder that work. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's go for 8. Press. 7. Press. 6. Press. And 5. And press. 4 more to go. Push a little bit higher. Down and higher. 2 more. And press last one. And on this last one, if you can, hold it up there. We've still got that little flexion. And we're going to press that heel up for 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly float it back down. Bend the leg and release it back down on top of the other leg. Excellent. Let's do the same on the other side. So remember to start off with that nice long position going through your spine. You've got that nice little triangle position from your hips, your heels and your knees. That spine is long, so we shouldn't have that little bend. Push away, everything stays lengthened. Okay, into our clams. As we exhale, we're going to press and press. That's good. And press and press. Remember, it's important to keep that pelvis still so all that work goes right into the middle of that top buttock. That's good. Squeeze. And next time, the full leg lift. So we're going to float it up. And float. And lift. And lift. 2 more to go. So we're going to squeeze. And we squeeze and hold it there. Bring the weight of that hip slightly forward so the knee can come down. The foot stays lifted. We bring the knee down as we inhale, and then we press forward and up as we exhale. So we're breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. In and press. Good, lovely. Let's do that 8 more times. Bring it down and push it a little higher now. Down, press. So again, don't take it right to the side, slightly in front of you to really work right on the outside of those hips. Let's do it 4 more times. Press. 3. Press. 2. Press. 1 more time. Press and hold it there. Flex that foot. Let's squeeze it up for 8 and 7, 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Float it gently down. Bend the knee in and just let it relax down. Good. Just want you then to roll yourself back over onto your back. And let's cross one leg over the other. You can cross it at the knee, or of course you can always cross it at the ankle if you find that more comfortable. Tilt back through the pelvis, draw the legs in towards you, and just give those glutes a nice little stretch through. So just holding it there, breathing. That's nice. Let's swap it over to the other side. So again, ankle over the knee, or you can pat the knee over the knee, tilt back through the pelvis, draw the legs in, hug them in towards you. Just hold it there and breathe. Feeling the rest of your body just sinking down to the floor. Good. Excellent. Release the legs down and cross them. Lengthen the legs away. Lift the arms to the ceiling and lengthen the arms away. You have a full body stretch. And then as you inhale, bring the arms to the ceiling, lift the head. As you exhale, just peel yourself all the way up. Nice and tall. Release the arms down. Give your shoulders a little roll round. Excellent.